All right, hi everyone. I wanted to come on and provide you with some tips on how I was able to transition out of the military. So if you don't know, I was in the military and I served in the logistics field for 8 years. I got up to the rank of sergeant. When I got out of the military, I was like, I'm not really feeling staying in the logistics field. I want to do human resources. I want to be of service to people in the workforce. So this is what I did. Prior to exiting out of the military, I obtained my bachelor's degree. I wasn't really sure on what field I wanted to go in. So I talked to the dean of the school and was like, what can I do while I work towards my master's degree? He was like, get a degree in general studies. It's interdisciplinary studies as well. So as I was doing that, I was also making a decision on what I wanted to go into for a career field. So I ultimately decided human resources because in the military, you're of service to the nation, and I wanted to continue to be of service to individuals, but on a different aspect. So I chose human resources, and all of this was 100% funded by the military and also using my GI Bill as well. So when I got out of the military, I had my master's degree and I was able to enter into human resources. Now, transitioning from the logistics field and going into human resources, I started from the bottom. I started as an HR assistant, but I was 100% comfortable with that because I wanted to learn as much as possible in every aspect of human resources. I served as an HR assistant for a little bit. Then I went into the equal employment opportunity section because I worked for a medical institution. And then I transitioned back into human resources, into the recruitment field. Now that was very rewarding because, as you know, you've probably gotten that phone call when someone's offering you a job. I can just hear the joy in individuals' voices when they get that job that they've been looking forward to, searching for such a long time. Now, after that, I went into an organization where I continued to do recruitment, but then I started working with unions. Now that was a whole nother world, working for unions. And if you're in human resources or you're interested in going into the human resource field, working with unions is very valuable. It's a skill set and an experience that a lot of people don't have today because unions are very few and far between. After that, I started working in compensation, so employees' salaries and performance management, and that just evolved into employee relations. So employee relations is helping managers resolve employee complaints or issues, and also working on performance management. So if you have that employee who's struggling or you just want to help guide them. So I work with individuals and managers to help them grow their employees, mentor their employees, and even issue discipline if that's needed. That's not the most rewarding part, but that's the part that you have to do if you're in human resources working in the employee relations section. After that, I have evolved to working with HR business partners. So I work with all aspects of the organization, from IT to accounting to payroll. So I'm touching every part of the business and getting that reward of being that resource that managers can go to when they want some guidance with their employee. So now let me tell you about this. About 15 years ago, I wanted to be an instructor at a university. And again, 15 years ago, that's when I first entered into human resources, but I did have my master's degree. So I was like, okay, I want to start teaching others how to do it. Now, I got the interview, but I didn't get the job. So I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to hone my skills, gain more experience in human resources. So as I just mentioned, I've touched every aspect of human resources. So last year, I was like, let me start applying to see if I can get that dream job that I wanted to achieve, that instructor position at a university. So I applied to the job, and it was the first one I had applied to in about, I would say, 13 years, because I was like, let me again work on my skills. And I got the interview. It was a virtual interview where I had to answer questions. I had to respond to an email of, hey, how would you reply to a student if they were in this situation? And then I had a face-to-face interview as well with one of the leaders of the school, and that interview went well. And I think me being in recruitment and human resources, I've interviewed a lot of people. So that helped me with that interview and be more comfortable in it. And you know what? I ended up getting the job, my dream job of becoming an adjunct instructor at a prestigious university. Now, at the same time, I still will be doing my full-time job, but this is just something that's helping me towards that dream that I want to achieve. Now, this job as an instructor will help me guide adult learners in the human resources field and also continue to expand my knowledge as well. When you're in human resources, you want to continue learning, but then teaching these courses, I want to learn from others as well. Where are they struggling at? Where can I help guide them and make that decision on what career path they want to make? What gives them that passion to want to take human resources as a course and to be that, again, that resource for them. So again, I just want to tell you that I ended up landing my dream job. You can too. So when I work with my clients, I work with them to help them guide their finances, to set goals for their future. What do you want to do in your future? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to save for retirement? Do you want to save for travel? Do you want to fund your child's education? You know, I help clients and I help guide them in making these decisions and helping them to achieve their goals. And I also want to mirror that myself. Like I said, I have diligently worked in my field and will continue to work in my field as I embark on this new journey. And as you achieve your goals, you want to do the same thing. You want to check that goal off as you accomplish it and then start moving on to your next goal. You know, Steve Jobs said, you're here for a short time. You have that one life to live. So don't live someone else's life. Live your life, live your dream, and achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So remember, you've got this. You've got your goals that you want to set, and I want to help you achieve those as well and be an impact on your life so that you can be an impact on others' lives and the community as a whole. So as always, if you need financial assistance, career guidance, reach out to me in the links below and we can see how we can work together in helping you achieve your goals. Have a great day.